Hi guys, so I just want to talk a little about some of my tools here. So this is one of my awesome sawzalls, and if you guys haven't seen one of my previous videos, I absolutely love Ryobi stuff. So Ryobi Recip, which I call a sawzall, and if you guys didn't know, I used to cut trees with that. Where'd I put the blade? What was it, like a 12-inch blade for this that I used to cut trees with, like probably a foot and a half big, like wide, but it's awesome. It worked terrific. And if you guys want something battery powered, but you guys like Ryobi, and you want something battery powered from them that's not corded, then you should get a 40-volt chainsaw. This is the newer version that has the battery down here. And I got this for $200 for a 4H battery, a charger, and the thing itself for the blade and chain. And I know some people might have mixed feelings about like some of the ball and chain oil for it, but if any of you guys know and have used steel products, then put in the comments how great steel is, because my dad has some steel stuff and I know how awesome the stuff is. But this works perfectly. It's like a 8 or 10 ounce little oil holder, and this works perfect. Platinum is better than the regular just wood cutting, but I like to get a gallon of it because I use that so often. And by the way, I'm 13 and I have all this stuff, over $1,000 worth in tools in this single room. So I told you about this spotlight, which is 2400 lumens, cordless, so it's lithium hybrid, so corded, cordless. And just to show you guys how bright this thing is, like I could put a 3Ah battery in this, and we were working on my go-kart outside and I put a 3Ah battery in this, and it lasted for about 10 minutes and it died. But just to show you, that's high and that's low. It's got some intense power. But look at this thing. This is a Ryobi 3.25 inch 10 millimeter 1300 RPM drill. And by the way, that thing has lasted. I've had it for a few months, and I have drilled auger bits as big as a little bit, like ½ inch. And I've got them halfway in solid oak, hard frozen oak too in the winter. And I have smoked it, and it sounds like this stuff that should not be making noise in there, but I've smoked it 2 or 3 times at least, stopped it, stalled it, everything, and it still works perfect, but it just makes a weird noise. And if any of you guys have never used one of these, it is awesome. It only runs on a 3.6 volt, just regular battery. As you can tell, my dog likes a cat. He's like a cat. But if you can see, it does, sorry my hands are shaky, it does Fahrenheit and Celsius, so that's good. And then my next tool is a 3/8 wrench gun with 150 foot-pounds of torque. A hammer drill, which is awesome if you don't want an SDS drill, but it works lovely. I don't use it for concrete much, but I just use it because it's nice to have a metal chuck. Because my dad, if none of you guys have ever used snap-on tools, it is probably the best tool in the world. But now for a snap-on drill with a battery, with 2 high-cap batteries and chargers, for one charger, is $750. and I don't see how anyone could have that amount of money, but this is a 1.25 inch impact, which I can drill, not drill, but I can drive 5-inch lag screws that are 5-inch by 1/2 inch width lag in a solid piece of oak, like nothing. It stalls out a little, it sounds like it's gonna die at the end, but it works lovely. And then a Bluetooth Ryobi radio, which is awesome. I use it just to charge my phone and play music at work or at home. And then if some people out there that are watching this video are like people that take apart like airsoft guns and all that and take off little stuff, then buy one of these. It's just a 12 volt, although it does take like 3 hours to charge a battery, but it works awesome for that kind of stuff. And as you can see, I have a Ryobi, what is it, like 90-piece bit kit, which I've had for a few months, and I just lost some of the bits. And then one of these, which you can tell that I've used at work. Focus. It's a little bit dirty, but it works awesome. It's just a 160 watt, 160, I don't know what you call it, but one of those. And then if you guys are people that just want something little, like a little fan that's Ryobi, that's just there to, you know, blow air and do all that fun stuff, then get one of these. They make a 18-inch drum fan, but this works awesome. It was like 80 bucks at Home Depot. And if you guys have a lot of Ryobi stuff, then get some batteries with it, because I have 1, 2, let's just call that 3, 4. So I have 4 3/8 and 1 4, so basically 3. And then I have 3 of these, just 1.3, and I have one out in my living room for that charger. That's a 1.5 with a fuel gauge on it. And for like $100 at Home Depot, you can get one of these bad boys, a 9AH battery. That is unreal how big this thing is. I use it on this fan every night because I get hot quickly at night, and we have a puppy and she doesn't like to get cold. So I blow that on me for at least a 10-hour night, and it's only dropped 2 bars, and I've used it for about a week now. And I keep it on high, so that's pretty good. Not high, but low. And Ryobi sander it works awesome. I've used it metal and wood at the same time with like an 80 grit thing, 80 grit belt, and then just little drill bits. This was my first ever drill bits from Ryobi that I got. I got it with that, 'cause just awesome. One of these, and then one of these, and I got all this for like $7. And then this is my favorite because you got 1 1/4, 3/8, 1/2 inch. They got all these impact rated bits, which I've used on lags